Alfred Adler's inferiority complex. Alfred Adler believed that everybody's psychology was based on a feeling of being inferior. So either people are making up for feeling inferior. So if I'm the best at this, if I make enough money, if I'm a little bit prettier, I'll avoid the feelings of being inferior. And so that's when I talk about mental slavery. It's mental slavery to always be pushing against feeling inferior. In other instances, we call it like the narcissistic ego and the shame. That inferiority is shame. And these are patterns that are running subconsciously in people's minds. So the opposite of Alfred Adler's inferiority complex is the superiority complex. I've been talking a lot about how our own individual psychologies that then create the universal consciousness create the reality that we live in. So we'll see the superiority complex is the wealthy, the elite, the controllers even more. And the inferiority complex, the people that, are on food stamps, right? There's sometimes shame associated with that. And it's all a crock of poopy, guys, but it's our psychology, and we need to go heal it and see how we are contributing to the inferiority, superiority complex. Get real with ourselves. And getting real with ourselves is there's maybe energies that are keeping us from not being real, but the secret, when you get through all of them, is we're all equal. We are all equal. There's nothing that separates us from each other. Right? So sometimes the inferiority complex is created by being picked on, by being left out, by being embarrassed in something, maybe being abandoned as a child, maybe put up for adoption, all kinds of things. And it's always more complicated than a few minute video that I can give you guys, but sometimes it's unconscious patterns that we've inherited down our ancestral line that has our parents acting a certain way that just keeps the inferiority complex and going, right? So it's like no one's fault. We all have these mental slavery programs that keep us suffering on this planet, which is why, for me, I'm like, how can we have leaders that aren't enlightened? How can it not be mandatory when you're making decisions as a judge, when you're making decisions as a world leader, to not be in therapy or to be seeing some sort of a healer that helps you make the unconscious conscious? If they're functioning from a superiority complex or an inferior, they're not going to create world peace for us, you guys. To me, how do you mandate something in a free world? But we got to make sure that our leaders are healthy, because if they're making decisions from unhealed bias, we're going to have an unhealed planet.